time, cause we both that busy schedules. Wish we had more time to spare. Want you around me like air, can get my feelings involved, and then you not be there. Into my eyes you was there. So
I'm helping people, bitch.
around people like us is so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare. I wanna keep you around. People like us is so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's damn YouTube? It's your girl that got us, and I'm back. Ooh, with another one. Yeah. Alright, guys. So today's video is gonna be about what is a karmic, and what is a karmic feminine, what is a divine feminine, what is a karmic masculine, and what is a divine masculine. But before we get into the video, though, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You hear me? You are more than welcome to think that anything I say on this channel is a bunch of tomfoolery. You are more than welcome to think that anything I say is crazy, or that I am crazy, or I may need psychiatric help. You are more than welcome to disagree with anything I say on this channel, because why? What you think is valid in your world. Let me repeat that. What you think is valid in your world. I'm not here to persuade you to believe what I believe. I'm just here to provoke thought. This channel is about freedom of thought. Think how you want to think. Unless how you think is interfering with another person's life negatively, then you may need psychiatric help. Alright. So if you think Bigfoot and Sasquatch is real, this is a channel for you. If you think fairies and mermaids exist, this is the channel for you. If you think aliens are real, this is the channel for you. Okay? I'm just here to open up minds. Change them if you see fit. Okay? Shake it up a little bit. Stir the pot a little bit, okay? Disrupt some trying to disrupt some, right? Alright, now let's get into the video. Alright, so what is a divine feminine? What is a divine masculine? What is a karmic feminine and a karmic masculine? I get the feeling that a lot of people be like, what is that? What does that even mean? So, this is what I have come to learn through watching tarot, through learning about spirituality, non-religious spirituality, and just my own personal experience embarking on this spiritual journey, getting to know myself, healing, and becoming in tune with the spirit, or God, or source, or the universe, whatever you may call it, whatever you want to refer to it as, whatever resonates with you. Okay? Alright, so a karmic, we're going to start with karmics. A karmic is, so whether it's feminine or masculine, a karmic person is a person who does not learn their lessons. This is a person that does not evolve. This is a person that goes through life without ever becoming aware of self, without understanding their own behaviors, their own mind, their own spirit. And oftentimes that could result in, you know, people not taking accountability for what they do, for their actions, for their mistakes. People not wanting to heal from their past trauma, so they start to project that trauma onto others. People that do not want to do the healing work. People that do not want to do the shadow work. People that just want to get to where, you know, they want to go without doing the work, without doing the work for it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even just talking about material work, because what I'm saying is spiritual. We talking about spirituality. So karmic lessons. Karma is, you getting what you put out. Karma is you getting the same, the same thing happen over and over and over again until you learn the lesson, until you break the cycle, until you understand your part in whatever it is that's going on in your life. What keeps bringing you back to this point. And some people don't ever, because they lack awareness, self-awareness, and they're not really conscious, but they like to pretend and act like they're conscious for clout and for, you know, attention, and or because it's trendy and, you know, trying to ride a wave or whatever. But consciousness just means being aware, having an awareness of self, awareness of, you know, yeah, just awareness of self. So people, like I say, when people don't want to do the healing work on themselves, they start to act out in negative ways. They start to, they do things and they don't really realize their behavior. So when people start to realize their behavior, then you have to have the awareness of when you're doing those certain behaviors, and to know, and it's taking upon yourself to like go do the shadow work and look deep inside within yourself, go back to your past and see why you act and do the things that you do. So when you come in contact with a karmic, like when you start to become, when you get into a relationship with a karmic is there to teach you a lesson. So see what I'm saying? So when karmics are people who don't learn their lessons, they don't grow and they don't evolve. But when you attract a karmic, that means, and you are a divine person, because a divine person is somebody who is on the path to healing and to evolving and becoming closer to spirit or God or the higher power, whatever you refer to it as. Coming, you know, becoming in tune and building that relationship with that, with it. You know what I'm saying? And notice how I don't say him or her when referring to God or referring to the higher power, because I think that it's beyond human, and masculine and feminine is something that it created. You know what I'm saying? It created masculine and feminine, man and woman, you know, male and female. So anyways, that's besides the point. So a divine person is a person that is on that journey. And sometimes divine people have to come in contact with karmics, because and be in relationship with karmics so that they can learn divine lessons through that karmic. Because every person you attract is a reflection of you, but it may not be an exact match. Like, it may not be an exact mirror, but there are parts of that person. There's parts of that person that is a reflection of you, parts of yourself that you have not healed yet. So when you come in contact with a person and get into a relationship with a karmic, they're just there to teach you that lesson. Once you learn that lesson, that's when you two start to. That's when the couple starts to grow apart. And a lot of the times we think that we're supposed to work it out and see it through and things like that. But some relationships are just meant for just that. You're supposed to learn something about yourself, and then you're supposed to move forward. See, when one person is evolving and the other one is staying the same, y'all are not going to see eye to eye. One person is going to be bored. One person is going to be is going to feel, you know, alone and empty, and then the other person is going to feel the same way. It's going to feel alone and empty, because your mind is higher. Your level of consciousness, your level of thinking is higher than this person's level of thinking. And when you evolve as a person, what you want, the things that you want and the things that you desire start to change. Things that you thought fulfilled, that fulfilled you in the past, don't fulfill you no more. So you tend to grow apart. Y'all are not on the same frequency anymore. And that's okay. Which brings me to the other topic that I wanted to talk about. The other topic I wanted to speak on. So I have lately been attracting men who have been in relationships, who are in relationships, right? I'm like, Spirit, I'm like, God, why do you keep sending me? I keep saying you sending me, but I'm attracting. I'm like, why am I attracting or attracted to men who are already in relationships? I'm like, I'm not understanding. What is the lesson that I'm supposed to be learning or whatever? So then once I start to like really sit with that and meditate on it, I started to realize, I started to become aware of the fact that these men are in relationships with karmics. They're in relationships with karmics. And a lot of the times we end up settling for, hold up, well, before I say that, I'm going to say this. These men are in relationship with karmics, and then they come across you, a divine feminine who is evolving, growing, somebody that's different, somebody that is, mind stimulating and makes them, want to evolve and want to become better people. And so they be in this relationship with these karmics who are not doing that at all, who are exactly the same, who is not evolving at all, just the same old thing. And they get bored. These masculines are bored, and these masculines are unhappy, or some of them karmics are toxic because they haven't done healing work on themselves and things like that. So they see somebody like you who is pure, who is, somebody like me who is pure and who is, has joy, who found joy, can find happiness from within, and they trying to be like, man, like, I want to be around her. So basically, I come into these men's life to teach them, and for me to learn a lesson about settling for less than what you want. A lot of people are less than what you deserve. See, a lot of us, and me too, I'm included. I've done this in the past, which is why I've been single for so long, because I'm like, I'm never going to settle again. I settled for a relationship, for a guy, just off of, because I was unhealed. I settled for a person who I was not really attracted to. And it's not just physical. Like, I'm the type of person that's attracted to someone's energy, to someone's soul, to who they are. And can we, can we have conversation and things like that? And so anyways, I settled for that guy because I didn't love myself. I was unhealed. I had a lot of childhood wounds, dealing with confidence and dealing with, really, mainly it's confidence. And he had those same exact wounds. He had those same exact insecurities. And so we're both just settling for each other. And eventually, because I started to evolve, once I started being friends with this other dude while I was in that relationship, and this other dude showed me something different. This other dude taught me, self-love, like the way that he loved himself, the way that he loved being with himself, by himself, the way that he wanted to, like the way that he loved, like, and had so much ambition for going after what he wanted to do and things like that. Like, it showed me something new. It showed me something different. Plus, he's also the person that, like, started me on the spiritual journey. Like, he's the one that, like, introduced me to spirituality and, like, ancient Egypt and, all the spiritual practices before, before the Bible was written and things like that. And I was like, wow, so I was so interested. That was something that was interesting to me. Like, and so through those conversations and I started to evolve. My mind started to change. And then I started to realize, I started to learn myself, because I started wanting to be with myself. I started wanting to learn more. I started wanting to evolve, basically. And so, but I was so afraid. I was afraid of, but because I had so many wounds, like, and did as far as like confidence wise, I didn't think that I would be able to get the person that I wanted, or somebody that I wanted, because I felt like I was not attractive. I felt like I wasn't pretty. I had so many confidence issues. God, thinking about it, I was just like, my God, I was terrible. I was sad. I was a sad ass girl. But anyways, so through that relationship, I started to once through that friendship, I started to realize what I really wanted out of a relationship. Then, as time went forward, when that guy, kept me in a friend zone, and y'all know the story. I said it on other videos. But I was so afraid of letting go of that other person from fear of being alone, because again, a lot of us settle because we don't want to be lonely. A lot of us settle for what's convenient so that we just don't be alone. A lot of us settle for lust. A lot of us settle for, good sex. A lot of us settle for money. Well, this person is stable, so this person got a lot of money and stability, so I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? But it don't really be a real connection between the two. So I learned that lesson through those two relationships. So it's like, never ever 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 settle. Never settle for something that you feel unfulfilled in, for something that you feel like no longer serves you. It is okay to leave a situation or explore outside of that situation if you feel like if you need to. I feel like that's the reason why there's a lot of talk about poly relationships, because people feel trapped and they feel tied down to situations that is unfulfilling to them. And it shouldn't be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. I feel like people see monogamy as a way to control another person. People think monogamy is, it should be, these are the rules, you can't do this, you can't do that. But monogamy shouldn't feel forced. You shouldn't feel trapped in a relationship. Monogamy is about two people having a connection and coming together and wanting and choosing each other, because they are so interested in each other that they don't really care to seek anything outside of that, because they are fulfilled with one another. Two people who know themselves, two people with a story, two people who have healed, two people who are whole on their own and then come together and share that with one another. At least from my experience. And share that with one another. And then evolve together. So if, like I say, one person starts to stay stagnant and the other one continues to evolve, then that's when you grow apart. But see, divine people who are on spiritual journeys are always evolving. So when two divine people come together, that's a relationship orchestrated by the higher power, because the higher power is the center of both these people's lives. You see what I'm saying? Like, once you start to, when you build that relationship with the higher power puts you through, you know, different things to help you learn the lessons that you need to learn in order to become the better person that you're trying to be. The self-evolution, or be the person that God wants you to be. You see what I'm saying? That the higher power wants you to be. So when both people are on that type of journey, on a spiritual journey, and they come together, they will always constantly evolve. It will never be like this. So it is okay to end the relationship if you don't feel like this person is serving you. If you don't feel like this person, if you feel like this person is no longer serving you in any way, shape, or form. If you feel like this is bringing this, if you feel like this relationship is not bringing you any fulfillment, it's okay to move on. If you feel like you have a connection with another person, it's okay to end that relationship and explore that connection. Because regardless of if it works out or not, there is a lesson that is needed to be learned. And a lot of the times, you know, people sometimes, divine people need to go their separate ways, do their own thing, heal, and then come back together. Because a lot of the times it don't mean that that's not your soulmate, or that's not your, you know, twin flame, or whatever you wanna refer to it as. But sometimes y'all gotta grow. Y'all gotta do some more healing, and then come back together. Because otherwise it's just a karmic relationship, a karmic connection. And that's really just my opinion based on my own experience, and from, you know, learning about spirituality, learning through, you know, different things. Okay, and that's all I have for y'all.